Okay, we're up on the roof, and this is a quick tour of the Rooftop Farm. Looking at some beautiful flowers right here. Like to have a lot of flowers on the farm to engage all the pollinators and keep them happy. And in this little section of the roof here, have a lot of heirloom tomatoes growing here. It's almost the first week of September, so it's the last week of summer, and you can see that I've had quite a good harvest, and this is kind of the end of the tomato crop right here. I still got some ripe ones over here that can stand a few more days on the vine. There you go. You have a whole other side to the rooftop over there. Continuing on with my tomatoes. A lot of big German striped heirloom tomatoes growing here, and you can see the nice stripes. I don't know if it's a German stripe, but it tastes great. And we have our greenhouse set up in here, which I'll take you into later. We got a lot of basil growing, and some cherry tomatoes over here, some sun golds. Smaller cherry varieties. Got a lot of carrots growing. The carrots are a companion crop with the tomatoes this year, and so the carrots are really coming out nice. I pulled a few yesterday, and they're about maybe 4 inches long. I'll give it another month or so before I pull them. Over here we have hot peppers growing. I make my sauces out of that, and you can see this one right here is looking pretty decent. That's boot jalokia pepper, and we're getting quite a few peppers, as you can see. They're all in there, and they're boot jalokia, Moruga scorpions, and grim reapers. This is a grim reaper right here. This is our composting area where we make our own compost. These are the larger buckets for the bigger items to break down, and we have our everyday kitchen scraps that we put in here and we make compost from. And here's some of the compost over here. Some of the compost from the compost bin. And we spread it in the plants throughout the season and get a nice good organic fertilizer. Got some pak choi growing here against the side of the greenhouse, and this is a nice cucumber patch with some A-frames supporting the vines. Had a great cucumber season, probably because of the abundance of rain we've had this summer. Over on this side of the roof, the north side of the roof, we've got some more cherry tomatoes growing, and everything is interspersed with the flowers, so things get properly pollinated. And I got some bunny grass. I don't know, the students love bunny grass, so I said, okay, let's put it out in the garden. Bunny grass, woohoo! And rosemary here, and some petunias. Lots of sunflowers. These orange ones are called Mexican sunflowers, and we have our standard variety sunflowers over here. A little sunflower family. Hi guys, how you doing? Yes, the sunflower trio over here. More tomatoes. Over here we have some more daisies, cosmos, ranunculus growing. Over here is our raspberries. Got a lot of raspberries this year. Have about 8 raspberry bushes, and as you can see, they're starting to come in really nice. I picked a few quarts yesterday, and they were quite ripe. We got some fruit trees over here. Got a nice Baldwin apple over there, and we have Gala apples growing, Gala and Baldwin. And we have Bosque pears over on that side of the garden, growing right above the raspberries. Got a abundance of raspberries this year. This is a fig tree, and this is something I never thought would grow on a rooftop, but it's doing quite well this year, and we've got like tons of figs on here too. I don't know if you can see that, but it's doing really well. I've even taken a few cuttings and started some trees for next season, so we could have like a little fig patch going on. It has sort of a little bioculture up here because it's a different environment. Being on a roof, it's about maybe 10 or 12 degrees warmer than it would be on the ground, and that hot sun reflects off the rooftop and warms up the soil quite rapidly, and we get a lot of rapid growth up here. Got a lot of wildflowers growing throughout the garden, and some nice crop of apples coming in. Over here, more cherry tomatoes, some more Mexican sunflowers, a variety of flowers when you enter the garden. And over here is some more herbs and some sweet peppers I got going, some banana peppers. Okay, got a couple of raised beds over here. We grow lettuce. And right now, we had squash earlier in the season, but I pulled the squash out, and we're growing some cauliflower, broccoli, and some kale in the background there. Over there we've got arugula and some red Sylvia lettuce. I got some dill growing on this side. So that's kind of an overview of the garden. There's the cloisters up there, the Met Museum. That is directly across the street from us and up the hill. And this is looking west towards the Hudson River. And it's quite a beautiful sunny day. It's in the mid-70s, and it's nice and dry outside. So it's a good day to work up here and really enjoy all the fruits of your labor throughout the season. This is kind of nice over here. This is a beautiful Stephanotis plant that we started. I bought it at the market, and I put it in a pot, and it just kept growing and growing and growing. It's a very fragrant plant. You got a ginkgo biloba tree. Have a few leaves to help my memory. I don't know if it works, but I guess it does. And yeah, man, I got the greenhouse in here. Here's the greenhouse. I got some things. Everything is irrigated. The whole 5,000 square foot farm is run on solar and irrigation and rain harvesting systems that we have set up over here. We have our rain coming down into the barrel, and then it goes through a pump that I set up. It's connected to a solar system, and the whole thing kind of replenishes itself, and it ties into the kind of a sustainability concept that we want to maintain up here, and that the students can learn and hopefully incorporate in other areas of their lives. Okay, there you go. Happy Sunday.